Hello and welcome to another episode of Scott Reads Comics. Today I would like to cover the Marvel art of the Savage Sword of Conan the Barbarian, published in 2020 by Marvel Comics under their Pop Art line, Pop Art Productions line. This book was published shortly before Marvel lost the license again to Conan. I don't know if we're ever going to see this in print again. It is a phenomenal art book, really not a comic specifically, but more of an art book with a gorgeous dust jacket and really beautiful actual covers as well. My advice would be, if you're a Conan enthusiast, to seek this book out, pick it up. It is probably not going to be cheap, and in light of the fact that it is in fact currently out of print. This is a wonderful Earl Norham cover for our dust jacket. That looks like Bart Sears right there, and I'm not sure who Daz is. Tell me in the comments if I don't find out before the end of this video. All right. One thing straight off. I love it when companies actually use the end papers. Here we don't. We just get a plain gray end papers. There's just gorgeous art all over this book. It's absolutely incredible. And here we have perhaps my favorite Conan artist, Rudy Nebres, featured in this amazing double-page title spread. This book was written by John Rhett Thomas, with an introduction by Roy Thomas, and afterward by P. Craig Russell. And the book design was by Jess Sappenfield. Very good work. I'm going to say straight off, my one major criticism of this art book is they don't have every Savage Sword cover in the entire 235 issue run. They could have done that. They could have put all the covers in a couple of pages, so shrunken down a bit. They do feature quite a few of the covers, but not a majority of them, not all of them. That's my major criticism with this book. We have an introduction, as I said, from Roy Thomas. Here, I'll just read a brief excerpt. Here he's talking about Barry Smith. Different artists over those 25 years of black and white Marvel Conan solved the problem in various ways. Barry's was simply to draw the hell out of whatever he did draw. Your eyes were pulled, not just to the Art Nouveau influenced detail he increasingly put into his work, but to the intensity, indeed the reality, of the illustrations. Here we have, of course, the beginning, Savage Tales. It was only 50 cents. Savage Sword began after Savage Tales. Savage Tales was originally a magazine from Marvel that featured mature content and featured a number of characters, including Kazar, Man-Thing, and of course Conan got in on the action too. Conan the Barbarian starring in Savage Tales. So, and that looked like that was actually a cover by John Buscema. Here's some excellent Frank Brunner artwork in early Savage Tales. So throughout, we're getting fantastic samplings of artwork, pages. We get a nice couple shots here from Red Nails. Gorgeous Barry Smith art. This is a high quality publication in every sense of the word. The paper is extremely durable, strong, thick. It's got a gloss finish. We have another Savage Tales. That's a Neil Adams cover there on Savage Tales. And then some Gil Kane, Neil Adams interiors here. They give you a lot of the black and white excerpts. And every now and then they hit you with one of these, which is totally great. And by Crom, I'll side with the living against the dead every time. I've already covered this particular story in my coverage of the first 3 volumes of Savage Sword of Conan from Dark Horse. Oh, he has a gorgeous Alcala there. inks on Buscema's pencils. So here we get a Savage Sword cover from Boris. Another one. And again, my criticism is show all the covers. You have this amazing book. I understand you have a limited number of pages, but even if you did 4 covers per page, you could still get a great idea of the quality in the variety of color covers that were produced for Savage Sword. Show them all. They do go in chronological order, so as you progress in the book, the covers, they don't jump around. Like they won't show you number 10 and then on a later page show you number 8. So you're just always moving forward in time as you move through the book. And you get little extra details too. Thomas and Adams had worked together on classic runs of X-Men and Avengers, as well as Conan stories in Savage Sword and its 4-color cousin. But their preparation of Shadows and Zambula took so much effort that a nearly all reprint issue had to be prepared for unlucky issue number 13 when it didn't come together in time. The results of their collaboration, which were seen in Savage Sword 14, were spectacular, with Conan going up against the cannibal denizens of the Hyborian Desert. Yeah, pretty cool. And that's what's great about a book like this. You get John Rhett Thomas has really dug in. His scholarship is excellent, and you get a lot of really cool anecdotes about the production of the magazine and the people who produced it. And I mean, the full page covers are gorgeous, I have to admit, but the reason they include so many full color covers, or the fact that they include so many full color covers, full page size, I mean, is what limits us from not seeing all the covers. I would have been even liked it if they went ahead with their plan, did it just as you see here, and then take 4 or 5 pages in the back and run all the covers at maybe 1/8 of their normal size, laid out almost in stamp size, so you can at least see the full panoply of the history of Savage Sword illustrated in its covers. Oh yeah, I just covered this fight with the Yeti here. So awesome. Covered that in my last episode, as a matter of fact. Of course, Gene Colan's brief visitation of Savage Sword is covered here. Veteran artist Gene Colan brought the moody, gothic sensibilities he'd perfected in Tomb of Dracula to his one and only Conan tale, an adaptation of DeCamp and Carter's The Curse of the Monolith, which saw Conan chained to the face of a massive stone block, at the top of which lived a slow, slithering, and hungry, gelatinous creature. So yeah, another great anecdote. That was Gene Colan's one bite at the apple when it came to Savage Sword. And what an effort he gave. Awesome. Oh, and here's a nice bit on my favorite Conan artist. Another recruit from Dizanuga Studio, Rudy Nebres, was a common sight in the art credits of Marvel's black and white magazines. His first American work was in DC's line of horror anthologies, and his bold, ornate style lent itself beautifully to his Conan pinup work. I would also say he's one of my favorite inkers on John Buscema. Some really great stuff here. Love these too, these character studies. Nice pinup from Tony Dizanuga, who we saw quite a bit of in my coverage of Savage Sword Essential Volume 3. Probably see more of him moving forward in Volume 4 as well. So already we're on issue 47 here. Gorgeous Earl Norham cover. You can't have enough Earl Norham covers in this book. If you're not going to show all the covers, Focus on the best. Nice Nestor Redondo here. Most of the Savage Sword covers really succeed because they tell a story. Sometimes that story is not directly related to the story in the book, or perhaps only tangentially, but still effective at getting you to buy it, popping on the newsstand. Here's a whole double-page spread. The Chan Barbarians, a portfolio of some of Robert E. Howard's greatest heroes by the artist of the Conan newspaper strip. So yeah, Ernie Chan did take over the Conan newspaper strip and had a long run on that. He also inked a ton of John Buscema Conan, both in the color and the Savage Sword, as well as doing his own pencils and inks in Savage Sword and in the comics as well. He's a extremely prolific Conan artist. Had a nice run on Incredible Hulk too with Sal Buscema, about a 9 or 10 issue run. Really great. Love this. This is Gene Day. We didn't get to see much Gene Day Conan. Oops, sorry about that, folks. Bumped the table there. Another great Earl Norem cover. This is really nice too. Buscema and Gene Day. Savage Sword of Conan 56 text piece illustrations. Oh, here's Conan battling a werewolf. That's from another adaptation of Jewels of Gwalior. Remember we covered, I believe it was volume 2 of the Essential Savage Sword. That was adapted by Dick Giordano. So here we have one by John Buscema and Danny Buonotti. So I'll have that to look forward to from Savage Sword 56, which we'll probably cover in the next couple of volumes. Probably volume 5 or 6, I would think. Oh, yeah, this is great. So let's make sure here. Oh, yeah, so this is Alex Toth's. He never actually did a complete sequential Conan story, but he did a bunch of Conan pinups and artwork, and so here we get to see it. It's so gorgeous. Look at that. Imagine if Alex Toth would have done an extended or even a couple of issue run on Savage Sword. It would have been amazing. Or how about Alex Toth working on an animated Conan that wasn't for kids? Also would have been awesome. And this is the best representation of this Toth stuff that I've seen. There's quite a bit of it too, really nice. And so I think we're done with the Toth, but it was a nice visitation. Issue 65, there's some brief Gil Kane Conan, if you like that sort of thing. 66, that's Joe Chiodo. Yeah, this is Arnie Chan. I thought that was Chan's heavy line. This dwarf being grabbed by this beast. He's led us into the very heart of the labyrinth. Really great. Arnie Chan was so good at drawing. Well, this is Buscema with Chan inks. Cosmic Horrors. It's just really nice. Horrifying, but nice. We're up to 74 now. Oh, man. Something about the white covers that they're really striking. Really cool. And again, Earl Norem, my favorite Savage Sword cover artist. I don't think it's close for me. He's done some of my most memorable issues. This was right around the time when I was buying Savage Sword as a young kid.
So these are all right up in my power alley. Gorgeous Pablo Marcos pinup here. And now we're on issue 81. Oh, I love the Devourer of Souls. So awesome. And that's Rudy Nebry's inks there. Yep. From issue 96, 8 Bat of Marmet Tarn. Script, Michael Fleischer. Pencils, John Buscema. Inks, Rudy Nebry's. That's 1984. 14-year-old me bought this off the rack. Oh, and perhaps my single most favorite issue, The Gamesman of Ascalon. Actually, no, it was not this one. No, this was, yeah, that was 98. I do like this issue because it's got great Alcala artwork, but the one I'm thinking of was 88. It's kind of a most dangerous game scenario with Conan. Oh, this is great, too. Great Joe Jusko cover here. Awesome Buscema pencils. Oh, yeah, now we're up to issue 102, and Bill Sienkiewicz is starting to get into the cover act. And another gorgeous Rudy Nebry's double-page spread. Rudy is still alive. He has a Facebook page, and he's selling original art and even doing commission pieces from there. And if you love Rudy Nebry's like I do, it would be awesome to get a piece of artwork from Rudy as he's still out there chugging away. Issue 111. Gorgeous cover there. Is that Michael Golden? Cover Steve Hickman. Okay, here's another Sienkiewicz cover. Okay, here we're already up to issue 126. Now they're leaping forward as we're starting to run out of road in this one. And I'm going to pick up steam as well. This is where I happen to be paging through the book here, my little bookmark, issue 128. David Mattingly, and here's another Joe Jusko cover for 130. Nice Andy Kubert pinup. This would have been sort of early in Andy's career at Marvel. This is Ernie Chan, undoubtedly, here. Chuck Dixon pencils, Gary Quappies inks. Or no, sorry. Pencils by Jerry Quappies, inks by Ernie Chan. So Gary Quappies is a Conan artist I like quite a bit, along with Mike Dougherty, probably my two like post-Buscema, post-Chan Conan artists that I really loved on the run. Chan just overpowers his pencils here. Pencils and inks by Andy Kubert here. $143. Another Jusko cover, 1987. Dale Eaglesham pencils. That's neat. That's definitely a different look than you're getting. And this is pencils and inks from Ernie Chan. So distinctive. Look at this. Look at this character here. So menacing looking. Oh man, this double page spread is great. Looks like Ernie Chan. Yeah, it's a pinup from '89. Gorgeous. You don't often see Conan in a helmet like this or with a shield like that. Very cool. Or even, in fact, using a spear or a pilum or whatever that is. Dragon's pretty great. Nice Armando Gill. It's the first of his I've noticed. Dave Simons. That's Chan all the way. Oh my gosh, this is so cool. Jerry Conway. Mike Dougherty pencils, Ernie Chan inks here. I loved Mike Dougherty's pencils on Conan. And Conan the King, too. Mike Dougherty had a long run on that title and did some really nice work. So Earl Norham's still around in '89 doing stuff, and our cover price is up to $225 now from when I started buying it at $150. Oh my, this double page spread looks incredible. This, I think, is Gary Quappy's. Yeah. Gary Quappy's pencils, Vicky Williams inks. Gorgeous. This is one of my favorite pieces in this whole book. Look at that inset piece. Oh, it's totally awesome. Gorgeous. Oh, I remember this cover too. It's really nice. Yeah, Ovi Handru did this cover. Ovi Handru was also a game artist for gaming books, publications, RPGs. There's 192. That's a Bob Larkin cover. Ernie Chan. This looks like Chan, maybe over Buscema pencils, but it might be all. Yeah. Buscema pencils, Chan inks. Oh, this is a great storytelling sequence here. Here we are up to 207. Nice Michael Kaluta cover on that one. The logo has changed significantly. Another Alfredo Alcala piece. Another side of Alcala's style. This is 208 with a very thin Conan. It's covered by George Pratt. Not really a fan of that one, but can't like them all, I guess. 214. Getting very close to the end here. $217. Oh, nice. So covered by Tim Conrad. 222 interior art, The Coming of Conan, script Roy Thomas, pencils and inks, John Buscema, June '94. That would be a nice one to track down because this is be much later in Buscema's career. And I like that a lot. I love when Buscema inked his own pencils. So here we have The Afterword by P. Craig Russell, and we have a nice pinup from P. Craig Russell accompanying it. So kudos to our design team for putting these two together. Nice job there. Oh, we got another Alex Toth. And we get a little bit of Ernie Chan at the end with our credits page here. One final pinup. So that's it, folks. That's the Savage Sword of Conan the Barbarian, the marble art of the Savage Sword of Conan the Barbarian. Fantastic book, sadly out of print. Probably, I don't know, $100 maybe. Retail on this was $50. So if you can find it for $50 or a little more, that'd be great. My guess is, I haven't looked lately, it's probably going for a little more than that. But I do hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like and subscribe. Tell your friends. I'll bring you more soon on Scott Reads Comics. Thanks for watching.